I think they both beat Liz Taylor's entrance into Rome in Cleopatra.
No one could beat Liz Taylor's entry.
There he is, the champion of the world. Thomas Hearns, the Hitman. The Motor City Cobra no more. Back to the Hitman.
There's an interesting story on that. When he originally did that cover for Ring Magazine, complete with a gangster dress and a Tommy gun as the Hitman, which is what he wanted to be, then he had 30 knockouts in 32 fights. The mayor of Detroit asked him, please don't give the city a bad name. He took the name Motor City Cobra, and now he wants the name Hitman back.
I think we're going to see two outstanding rounds of boxing in round 1 and 2. I think that Hearns believes that Duran is vulnerable in the early rounds. He was dropped by De Jesus, and subsequently he's worried about his hand. He wants to get it over early. Subsequently, Mr. Duran, sniffing for the hound in Tommy he thinks is there, is going to go right for it. So you're going to see two blistering first rounds, I think.
Once again, I remind you, Tommy Hearns tipped in at 153 3/4. Roberto Duran scaled 154 even at this morning's weigh-in. Tommy Hearns stands 6 feet 1. Roberto Duran is 5.5 inches shorter at 5'7.5". The age difference now 8 years, because tomorrow Roberto Duran celebrates his 33rd birthday, June 16th. But the one difference that I find unconscionable is the 11 inches in reach. Bert, what about that reach?
I believe that Roberto Duran will be inside. Anybody who doesn't believe that, I'm going to tell them right now, there ain't no way you're going to hold Mr. Duran off. That is his method. He will have his head on Tommy's chest. So the 11 inches will not be as important as the paper says it is. Here comes Tommy Hearns.
Jerry Lisker, what about your feelings on the 11 inches in reach?
It's an advantage when you know what to do with it. But with a guy like Duran, it can work as a disadvantage. Hearns does not like it inside. Long arms don't help the inside. When they do get inside, Hearns has just got to grab them and hold them until they're broke instead of trying to wing it with them.
And there was a question in that Sugar Ray Leonard fight as to whether Tommy can clinch. He did not look as if he could clinch when Sugar Ray was raking his body.
It's interesting to note that some of Sugar Ray's most famous fights, or I correct myself, Roberto Duran's most famous fights were losses, including a recent Marvin Hagler loss.
He intimidated Marvin. I hope he does not intimidate Tommy.
This special event is being brought to you on the Event Television Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? I would ask you to please welcome Panamanian artist and international entertainer, Senor Jaime Ellis, who represents Panama at many international festivals, performing at the special request of General Manuel Antonio Noriega for Robert Duran this evening. Here is Mr. Jaime Ellis to present the Panamanian National Anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, this next bout of the evening is sanctioned by the Nevada State Athletic Commission, Art Lurie, Chairman, and by the World Boxing Council, Jose Suleiman, President. The officials assigned by those two governing bodies. The judges are Newton Campos of Brazil, Harry Gibbs of England, and Hans Desvert of Belgium. The timekeeper is Charlie Ross. Counting at the knockdown, Jane Broadfoot. And the referee is Carlos Padilla. This is the main event of the evening. 12 rounds of boxing for the Super Welterweight Championship of the World. Introducing, in the red corner, the challenger, fighting out of Panama City, Panama, weighing an even 154 pounds. He has a professional record of 77 wins, 5 defeats, with 58 knockouts. He has held 3 world titles in his career. He is the man with the hands of stone, Roberto Duran. And in the blue corner, the JMWC Super Welterweight Champion, fighting out of Detroit, Michigan, weighing in at 153 1/4 pounds. His professional record consists of 38 wins, 1 defeat, with 32 KOs. No longer is he called the Motor City Cobra. He has returned as Thomas, the Hitman Hearns.
Referee Carlos Padilla.
Who's chief second?
Padilla calling the two-man in. Let's see if we can overhear the conversation.
Ryan, you're going to box for 12 rounds. You know the rules of boxing. Avoid using any kinds of foul. Don't throw any punches during the break, okay? Seconds, come out fighting.
Both of them glaring at one another. And the moment has come.
Let's get it on.
As they say in the bull ring, the moment of truth is here. Bert?
This was an all-world scowling match. Let's see if the fight is as good.
Referee Carlos Padilla.
Hearns is trying to establish his jab and the reach advantage, where he's going to be when he can land it and he can't get hit back. Setting up the jab and establishing his distance.
Duran is trying to find the body now, countering Tommy's long left.
He can't do anything if that jab is in his face all night long.
Hearns moving forward. Duran backpedaling. No serious punches to this point in round one.
Duran a little bit more tentative than I thought he'd be. He's looking. He's looking.
He always starts out this way. He tries to size up his opponent. He triangulates him before he fires his punches. He wants to see him in his eyes.
Duran, a legend in his country of Panama. Halfway through round one. WBC
Good right hand, staggered Duran.
Look at him smear.
A right hand behind the ear.
Look at him smear, though.
Whoa! A straight right by Duran. And
That's
short with the right hand.
Duran has been hurt.
Remember, this man, Roberto Duran, has never been knocked out and only been knocked down twice in his career. 2 minutes gone in round
Hearns
one.
is using that jab the way he has to win.
He got a little
He's
pause
cut.
in that time.
Duran is cut over the left eye by that last right hand shot. As he was falling, he got clipped by an uppercut, and it opened up a cut.
He's got his back to us now.
A right hand staggers Duran. The big man and the little man thus far.
Cut out.
Right hand.
Down. Third
Down goes
knockout of his
Duran.
career.
Duran is on Queer
30
Street.
seconds. Duran
He doesn't
is
know
hurt.
where he is.
He's up. I don't know
He
what
doesn't
the count
know.
was. It's not a standing 8 count. Says, are you okay?
He doesn't know where he is.
Carlos Padilla says, are you all right?
He's on Queer
To the
Street and
body.
he's going to go.
Hearns on the attack.
And he's still waving him in.
And almost through the ropes. The referee looking it over very carefully. He's
Left
down
hand.
again.
Left hand.
Durant bounces right back up, but he's hurt. Durant is badly hurt.
6, 7.
He's giving him a standing 8 count. I was under the impression
No,
there
he
were
went
no.
down. He went down. He
But
kept the count. It was a mandatory 8.
The look of Eagles is gone.
Durant
He is
went
in the wrong corner.
He is-
Durant is in the wrong corner.
Does
Is
not know
cut
where
under
he
the
is.
eye. Was knocked down twice in the first round by Tommy Hearns and is hurt. In his entire career of 81 fights, he'd only been knocked down twice. Hearns has knocked him down twice
Well, Hearns
in the
said-
first round.
Excuse me, Mal. Hearns did say he would go for a knockout in the first and second round when Duran was vulnerable, and he's keeping his word.
Straight right hand.
That's the first time he's ever been knocked down by a right. Both of the Jesus' knockdowns were left hooks.
Straight right hand did it. Overhand right.
He looks like he wants that hitman back.
Referee Carlos Padilla of the Philippines. And again, he's almost knocked through the ropes as Hearn pours it on and knocks him down a second time. But he made it through round one, and now round two. Let's see where we go from here. Hearns in command at the end of round one. Right hand to the body by Duran.
Duran will try anything now. He needs to try something.
I'm afraid it's going to be a short evening. Hearns has put the bull on him. Good right hand by Duran, however.
Duran did get that punch in, one to the body.
Nice
a
left.
right hand by Tommy Hearns, and he's all over Duran. He is all over him. Duran barely able to defend himself, grabs and holds.
He's out.
The legs are gone.
Duran is hurt. He's wobbly. Tommy hits him with the right hand.
Vicious
Another
right hand.
I think this fight is very close to being over. A left hand. Duran fights off the ropes.
Oh, he's out. He's out.
He was out before he hit the canvas.
At a minute 58.
That's it.
Hearns
Stop
hit
the
right
fight.
hand.
Stop the fight.
It's
Referee
over.
Carlos Padilla
Out
of the
before he
Philippines
hit the
says
canvas.
that's all. This fight is over. We'll have the official time from the
He doesn't know where he is. He said, what?
announcer, Chuck Hull.
He has not known where he is since the first right.
We stay here.
For what? Tough! We're being pushed! No. No way. Easy.
There is chaos in the ring again.
He did as he promised. Tommy Hearns said to, and he did it.
And also what he has done is set up a marvelous fight with marvelous Marvin Hagler.
The big man beat the little man.
And badly.
And forever, perhaps.
I think this is Roberto's last fight, the last hurrah.
The end of an era. End of Ray Leonard. The end of Roberto Duran.
What is happening now while the Chuck Hall tries to get the official time is that the ring has been surrounded by its usual grouping of people, including the Caesar's Palace guards, who look tougher than they are because I see people coming in over them. And Roberto's corner is, I'm afraid, very solemn.
In Spanish, he said, what did I do wrong?
He got hit. He got hit.
He got nailed. Here's a replay of the...
We want to get the bill on, but we also want to talk to the champion. Tommy, a stunning ending to this fight. Congratulations on an incredible knockout of a man that had never been knocked out, had only been knocked down twice in his career, and you knocked him down 3 times in this fight. When did you know you had hurt him badly?
After the first round, I knew he was hurt. I knew I had hurt him, and it's just about me getting to him. He was a very good defensive fight on the ropes. The move I just had to get him in the center of the ring. And once I was able to get him in the center of the ring, I was able to drop the shots that I wanted to drop.
Did he at any time hurt you?
No.
The right hand that put him down in the first round looked like one of the best punches we've ever seen you throw. How would you rank it?
I have to say that was the hitman coming back again. One of them great shots.
The hitman from Detroit is back.
He's back.
How do you feel about this victory over a great fighter, a legend, Roberto Duran?
I feel great. I think that Roberto is still a great legend fighter, and I feel that he has a lot more good fight left in him.
Congratulations, Tommy.
Roberto Duran is okay. And here's Chuck Hall.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Carlos Padilla stops the bout at 1 minute, 7 seconds of the second round. A winner by a TKO and still WBC Super Welterweight Champion, Thomas.
Well, you saw it. A right hand that had Duran out before he hit the canvas. He went out face first.
And there go the Caesar's Palace fireworks in the background.
Duran is leaving the ring. He's being guided down by his handlers. He's had a great career.
A gallant warrior.
And isn't it ironic, Bert, that some of the greatest fighters go overnight, like Conan Basilio against Gene Fulmer? They just seem to go overnight. They age overnight, and you can't cheat Father Time.
Well, I think the sand in his hourglass came to an end, but there was an erosion over a period of time for Roberto, but this time he was carried out on his shield, unlike the New Orleans No Mas affair. This time he tried everything, and it wasn't enough.
This time, the goodbye was final.
This time's the last time.
As Tommy Hearns said when we chatted with him, the hitman is back, and he said he doesn't recall throwing a more devastating punch than the right hand that knocked Roberto down in the first round.
Well, as Dury said, he was on Queer Street. His legs were crossed. He could not move, and it was an official TKO, but I think that merely was
technical
formalization of what we all knew before he hit the canvas.
1 minute and 7 seconds of the second round, and I don't know about you, Bert Sugar, and you, Jerry Lisker, but to me, it's a sad evening in a way. While it's a great night for Tommy Hearns and for Emmanuel Stewart and all the people that are in Tommy's camp and the Michiganders and Detroiters, it's a very sad night in many ways for boxing because of the end of a great career by Roberto Duran.
Never feel sorry for a man who just made $3 million on his face. However, as I analyze it, Hearns did what he had to do, establish that jab. Everything works over it, and Duran could do nothing with that jab in his face. Came over the top with the right, and it was all over in the first round.
That was the same leverage he used against Pepino Cuevas. Exactly. He got the leverage tonight, and he got the knockout and the prediction, the second round prediction.
Well, Duran was...
This special event is being brought to you on the sudden demise of this great champion. We're going to see the closing moments again.
Watch that right hand. He's loading up.
Don't forget, he's already been knocked down twice in the first round and was hurt when he came out to start this second round.
He's using the ropes for support, and his legs are wide apart. His legs are shot right now.
Look at the hand speed of Tommy.
He's got him. He came in for the kill, and he proved to me he's an excellent finisher with this fight. He didn't miss many punches. He knew what he was doing, and he didn't lose his cool.
Look at that right.
This is where he almost knocked Roberto through the ropes. Just unloading with both hands and hurting his man. Referee Carlos Padilla watching intently. And there's the right hand, and it was over right then, ladies and gentlemen.
He was up before he hit the canvas.
That was a deep dish beauty of a right.
As Tommy Hearns told us, and I understand.
Here is the replay.
Here's another view of it. Oh. Now he's got him on the ropes and is giving him both hands. Roberto covering up. Now he drops his hands and is being hit at will.
He's just fighting back out of instinct.
Test, please.
He doesn't know where he is.
Now here's the cruncher. There it is. On the button. Unfortunately, I understand due to technical difficulties, the chat we had with the champion, Tommy Hearns, in the ring didn't get on the air. There was no audio. But what he said to me was that the right hand that put Roberto away in the second round was probably the best right hand of his career.
Picture perfect. And what Duran said in Spanish when he regained consciousness was, in Spanish, what did I do wrong?
He did not know.
He didn't do anything wrong. He got beat by a better fighter. And that's boxing.
Now the question is, what's next for Tommy Hearns?
Marvelous Marvin Hagler.
Where else can he go for a big money fight?
And his ambition, you must understand, is 4 titles. He has had 2, the welterweight and the junior middleweight, called the super welterweight. He wants the middleweight and light heavyweight titles. I think off this performance, he might give marvelous Marvin Hagler a damn good fight.
And with his frame at 6'1", he could put on weight and carry it easily and move up. Would that seem possible to you, Jerry Lisker?
He could move up, but God gives you a natural punch at a natural weight. If Tommy Hearns goes up to 160 or 170 or higher, it won't be natural weight, and nothing beats natural weight. But